guys, welcome back to the best channel ever, Daddy Gigguk. Our actual dad just uploaded a video called essentially anime fans versus manga readers, which sounds very interesting. And you know, on this channel, we suck Gigguk's dick, basically. Every time he uploads the videos, we need to react to it. So let's go. Let's get to it. Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/craftingvegeto. These people force me to react to stuff on Twitch and you can be part of them or something. I don't know. I don't care. Let's get to it. Let's go.
Video is sponsored by King of
sponsored.
Fighters All-Star.
You know what? Let's not skip the sponsor.
All-Star is a free-to-play old-school
I don't even care at this
based
point.
on the King of Fighters series. Yes, if you're a fan of King of Fighters, you can now play the latest iteration on mobile, featuring all of the characters from KOF 94 to 14, and have even just recently added some Tekken characters for an absolutely massive available roster that includes all the fan favorites.
Tekken?
Yes, even the ones that are for good boys and girls of all ages. While this isn't a straight-up fighting game like the series is best known for, they've done a really good job at creating a weighty, satisfying combat system that definitely feels like you're playing a fighting game.
I do, chat. I do need a sponsor for Pokemon cards.
This sounds like something
I
you
really
want to try out. Click the link below to download it on iOS or
cards.
Android. And anyone who does download it can get a free 5-star Jin Kazuma just by logging in.
Yeah, fuck Jin, bro.
With that said, let's get on with the video.
all the way.
One of the longest running feuds known to man is that between the manga reader and the anime fan. For decades, the two factions have looked for a way to coexist in peace, but thus far, all negotiation efforts have been rendered useless, as neither has been able to find a solution for the other side's problem. Anime fans' biggest problem with manga readers is that they just want to be left alone to enjoy a show in peace without being spoiled or judged for enjoying it in their medium of choice. And manga readers' biggest problem with anime fans is that they exist. The earliest documented instance of this feud goes all the way back to 44 BC, during the assassination of Julius Caesar. From what we know of history, Caesar was assassinated by a group of up to 60 conspirators, where he put up a valiant fight until he saw one of his closest assassins. Stricken with grief, utterly aghast at the sight of a friend he treated like his own son betraying him, dying in despair, Caesar uttered the famous phrase, "You too, child?" And then Brutus replied, "You would have known this was coming if you read the manga." Today we will be studying this conflict, breaking down the reason this divide exists, so one day we will hopefully be able to see if the two factions will find a way to be able to live together in harmony. When we look at the two groups, one of the biggest reasons for conflict is this sort of perceived class discrepancy. Anime fans hold on to this notion that manga readers have this kind of superiority complex and think they're better in every way. And
are they not?
This might actually be a misunderstanding, because on the other side, contrary to popular belief, according to manga readers, they don't think they are superior to anime fans at all. They know they are. And to get to the root of this reasoning, we first need to understand how both factions operate internally. If we look at the anime fans, they can be split up into groups consisting of shonen fans, mecha fans, idol fans, seasonal goers, moe lovers, casuals, hardcore, elitists, cosplayers, memers, sakuga enthusiasts, animators, voice actors, and that one person who's only seen Dragon Ball Z. And on the flip side, manga readers consist of people who watched an anime then read ahead in the manga, and people who watched an anime then read ahead in the manga. This gives what manga readers deem to be a kind of superpower that gives them the ability to see the future, enabling them to act as a sort of
alright guys, I told them to stop donating. I'm sorry, YouTube people.
They call this holy ability foresight, while anime fans call it being an impatient prick. And this is where the root of the issue lies. Manga readers just want to be able to discuss the latest developments of a story openly and share their excitement of the newest chapters, but of course if they do so, will face backlash from anime fans who have not caught up as far as them. Through this, they've come to master this secret technique called spoiling in plain sight. See, in this current era, there is a certain etiquette when it comes to spoiling. People can be seen as assholes if they are just straight up posting spoilers, especially on their social media, but manga readers have found a way around this. The trick is to only leave cryptic messages that merely hint at future events, but making sure the hints are subtle enough that they can only be deciphered by people who read the manga. And also people who are watching the anime, people who aren't watching the anime, people who don't even know what anime is, and pretty much anyone who has a higher mental capacity than a crippled ape suffering from Alzheimer's. And thus, by spoiling nothing, they are able to spoil absolutely everything. Hence, spoiling in plain sight. Let's look at a case study of how this is done. What? What is it? Oh, nothing. I just really like that character, man. Oh, you like that one? Oh. Okay.
That's me!
Why are you saying it like that? Oh, no reason. I mean, I don't want to spoil it for you or anything. Just Just don't get too attached. Or do. It's your choice.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Here's an out of context image telling you how foolish you are. You know I'm not a fucking idiot, right? Like, if he's not dead now, I know something bad is gonna happen. Here's an out of context gif showing someone crying when I think of that character. Great. Now I know he's actually dead. Oh, you're overreacting. I mean,
Yeah, I make sure no one knows. Like, I
your
never
hand,
actually spoil anyone. I hate it.
You don't know what I'm saying. I don't even know what that could possibly mean. Can you just stop? You're pissing me off, and I don't want to say something that could hurt you. All right, but just so you know, there's nothing you could say that could possibly hurt me. Komi-san is never getting an anime. You take that back, you little piece of shit! This is a peculiar phenomenon.
Thank you for the subscription, Lewis.
That's
pretty epic.
The anime fan may have to say. Oh, you have a theory of what will happen next? Oh, that's cute. You're so cute. Wait, you think certain characters are bad right now and the series hasn't done well to develop them yet?
There's definitely this smug thing.
See, in order to have a fully formed opinion,
there's definitely this smug thing going.
Series in question.
For
Thus,
sure.
Manga readers won't listen to the opinion of anime fans until the anime has caught up to the manga. However, this is a catch-22, as the manga will always be ahead of the anime.
That's exactly what it does.
The conclusion we can draw is that anime fans just shouldn't have opinions. This effect is seen in full force when the discussion comes down to which medium is the superior way to consume a series.
Yeah,
While
guys,
for
those of you who haven't read JoJo,
act, manga readers are
don't even
stuck in a
talk to me.
constant state of spot the difference, whereby they will make a mental checklist of every little scene cut, every piece of dialogue that is different, and this can hinder their opinion of a show. This puts any adaptation on a tightrope, where manga readers have a subconscious expectation of how the anime will play out, and the smallest thing can offset this negatively, from the voice acting not sounding as
that's kind of dumb though.
To the anime not using the exact track they had searched up on YouTube to play when they were reading the scene in the manga.
That's funny. That YouTube video, I used that for when I play marbles on stream.
This has led to the famous phrase, "the manga was better," a winning statement that can be used in any and all situations to trump any opinion that may be said about a franchise, and is the closest thing the anime and manga community have to a real-life reverse Uno card. Well, you know, I thought the anime was good when I watched it. The manga was better. Look, I just prefer having movements, color, voice acting, music, and I didn't have a problem with how it was handled. The manga was better. I mean, this was an anime original show, and it didn't even have a manga. The manga was better, which begs the question. Was the manga actually better?
You're lying.
Even for the most stubborn of anime fans, it is impossible to deny that manga has a lot of examples with many advantages. Currently, reading the One Piece manga is the only viable way for newcomers to 100% speedrun the series. Oftentimes, the manga continues the story far beyond what the anime can, and there are a few series that are universally agreed that should only be consumed in manga form.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
Tokyo Ghoul, for example. People swear by the Tokyo Ghoul manga, and for a pretty obvious reason. That's right. The manga's sex scene was way more detailed. Well, the anime completely changed everything, but whatever. This concludes all the available information that could be found at this moment. It should be noted that it is rumored that this type of manga reader is simply the vocal minority, and that most people actually enjoy both anime and manga, and there may be even some manga readers who actually read manga that don't even have a corresponding anime adaptation. But it is often impossible to discern them in the shitstorm that gets left behind during any conflict scene in a public setting. Until then, anime fans will continue wondering why another group of people would want to look down on them for just enjoying a show in their medium of choice, who will then continue turning around and laughing at anyone who decides to watch dubbed anime. While we did not find a solution to how to stop the ongoing feud between the two sides, we can
on
still
this video
hope that one
if you watch
day
dubbed
the two
anime. Don't
factions
comment.
may
I don't want
be
to. I don't want to see you.
common grounds they finally agree
You
on.
do what you do, you.
So I guess that's it.
You do what you want.
Nothing we can agree on.
But just don't talk.
Yeah,
Alright, do it in silence. Okay? Just do it in silence.
How are you doing? Get the fuck out of here. Go. Leave. Why are you here? Neither of us likes you. Fuck off. Leave. What an arsehole, right? I know, right?
Oh dear, alright, well, thank you for watching this video, gamers. Pee pee poo poo, I don't care, whatever. I don't want to do an outro. Follow me on Twitch! Oh. Hi there! This is my outro. So, click on, this video. Yeah? Cool.